Welcome to Ozone Institute. As I told you in previous video, that in next video I will explain you about the spherical coordinate system. So in spherical coordinate system, any point which we can represent in Cartesian coordinate system, we can represent it in spherical as well as in cylindrical coordinate system also. So when I teach about the Cartesian coordinate system, there was some point P. This is our Cartesian coordinate system, x, y, and z axis. So this is any point P in space. So in spherical coordinate system, we have three variables r, theta, and phi. So this point P is represented by r, theta, and phi. This is any point in space. So what can be range of r? R can change from 0 to r. Mean r can be 0 when this point P is at origin O, and theta. This theta can change from 0 to pi. So what is theta here? Theta is angle made by this r vector with z axis. So if theta is 0 means this point P lies on z axis. When theta is pi means this point P lies on negative z axis. Now what is phi? If we take projection of this point P on xy plane, then angle made by this diagonal, I am writing it OK. Angle made by this diagonal with x axis. So it is phi. This is angle phi. Okay. So the range of phi is, this phi can change from 0 to 2 pi. Phi will be 0 when this point P is just above the x axis. Okay. And it can make a complete rotation 360 degree. So when this point P is just above the y axis, then phi is going to be 90 degree. When this point P is above the negative x axis, then it is going to be 180. Likewise, when it make complete rotation and it reaches again here, then it is going to be 2 pi. So this phi can, that is how this phi can change from 0 to 2 pi. Now we will derive relation between this Cartesian coordinate and this Cartesian coordinate and this spherical coordinate. So this is point P and this is vector r. Now see this line and this line, these two are parallel. I am writing it n. I am writing it n. So this nk is parallel to y axis. So if it is y, then this is also going to be y. Again this on and ky, these two are parallel. So if this is x, this is also x. So I am writing x here. Now we will draw a line from this point P to z axis, which will be parallel to this OK. So I am drawing it here like this. So this angle made by this line T with the z, this point P and this line with z axis, it is going to be 90 degree. So this angle is 90 degree. Now this height of this point O, this is z axis, I am writing it here. I am writing it here. This is z axis. Suppose this point is, I am writing a M. Suppose this point is M. Now this OM is equal to KP. So which is z coordinate in Cartesian coordinate system. So this now this is our base, this is perpendicular and this is hypotenuse. So I am writing OM upon R. So that is base upon hypotenuse. which is equal to cos, this angle is theta, cos theta. But is OM? OM is z coordinate. So which implies z equal to r cos theta. Now this is r cos theta. Then but about this one, this is MP. So if we divide MP divided by r, so that is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So it is equal to sin theta. Now MP equal to r sin theta. Now as I told you, this MP is equal to OK and both are parallel. So this will also become r sin theta. So this is r sin theta. Okay. Now next. Now this is relation between Cartesian coordinate and spherical coordinate for z component only. Now we will try for another components. Now here in this xy plane, this is ON. This if ON is equal to x. Now this angle is also 90 degree. This angle is 90 degree because this line is parallel to y axis. So here ON upon r sin theta, because this is base, this is perpendicular, this is hypotenuse. So when is base upon hypotenuse, it is equal to cos theta. So what is theta here? Here it is phi, not theta. We will take here phi because angle is made by this hypotenuse with this ON. So it is equal to cos phi. But is ON is equal to x. So x is equal to r sin theta cos phi. Okay. Now we will derive this for y coordinate. Now in the same right angle triangle ONK, this NK is perpendicular. So NK divided by perpendicular upon hypotenuse, NK upon r sin theta. It is going to be sin phi, which implies what is NK? This NK is y coordinate of this point P. Okay, it is parallel to this y axis and it is y component point P. So that is going to be NK is y. Y equal to r sin theta and sin phi. So this is the relation between Cartesian and spherical coordinate system. If we know value of r, theta and phi, here and here we can find the value of x and y. And if we know value of r and theta only, we can find the value of z. So you can see here z has dependency only on r and theta, because depending on this r and theta, so there will be change in z component. That is quite easy, so you can understand that. So I will write it here. X equal to r sin theta cos phi, y equal to r sin theta sin phi, z equal to r cos theta. Now if we know the spherical coordinate, we can find the Cartesian, but now we will derive it in other way, means relation between Cartesian and spherical. If we know Cartesian, then how we can find the spherical coordinates? So for that, first let us square and sum these two terms. So that is going to be x square plus y square is equal to r square sin square theta cos square phi plus r square sin square theta sin square phi. I simply square these two terms and then added them here. Okay, we can do with the z axis also. So I will write it r square cos square theta, and here I will add this plus z square also here. So what is happening with it? So it is going to be from these two terms. Now you can see it is r square sin square theta is common in these two terms. So I am taking it out. Now what will be left inside? That is cos square phi. This is cos square phi and this is sin square phi. These two terms are left inside. That is going to be 1. So I am not writing it here. So that is going to, okay, let's write it. Going to be 1 plus r square cos square theta. Now again this is r square. So this is multiplication with 1. So I am erasing it. So now if we take r square common, sin square theta plus cos square theta will be left inside. So that is equal to 1. Again I am erasing it. So but the lesson we are getting, so we are getting r square is equal to x square plus y square plus z square. It implies r is equal to x square plus y square plus z square, its under root. So this is the relation between r and Cartesian coordinate system. So if we know the value of x, y and z, then we can find the value of r. Now we will find theta and phi. So I am erasing it also. So to find theta and phi. Now phi is in these two terms only. So how we will find that? We will divide, this is sin phi. We will divide this term with this term simply. So that is going to be y upon x equal to r sin theta sin phi divided by r sin theta cos phi. So this term will cancel with this term. So I can write it, this upon this is equal to tan phi. So tan phi is equal to y upon x, which implies phi is equal to tan inverse y upon x. So now phi have dependency on y and x only. So that we can see from here. So phi, if we change the phi, or if we change x or y component, then there will be change in phi. So now we will find theta component. So how we will find that? We have theta in all the three terms. So first we will square and add these two terms. So that is x square plus y square is equal to r square sin square theta and cos square phi plus this term r square sin square theta sin square phi. So it is going to be r square, then cos square phi plus r square sin square theta, we are taking common, then r square sin square theta, we are taking it common, then cos square phi plus sin square phi left, that is going to be 1. So it is x square plus y square. Now we will write in r sin theta is equal to, we will take square root of it, that is x square plus y square, it's under root. Now we will divide this term with this z component, with this term. So what is going to happen? This is r sin theta divided by r cos theta is equal to x square plus y square, its under root divided by z. So I write its left hand side by right hand side, so it doesn't matter. Okay. So this term will cancel out with this term. So what is going to left? This is tan theta is equal to x square plus y square, its under root divided by z. So now theta is going to be theta equal to tan inverse x square plus y square, its under root divided by z. So this is the relation. So now again, if we know x, y and z, we can find the value of theta also. So I hope you got everything. So this was the relation between Cartesian and cylindrical coordinate system. I have explained it in both the way. So what was r equal to x square plus y square plus z square, its under root, and theta equal to tan inverse x square plus y square divided by z, its under root. Sorry, its under root. Then phi equal to tan inverse y upon x. So these are the relation between Cartesian and spherical coordinate system. I hope you understand what I explained. Still, if you did not get something, you can comment on the comment box. Thank you.